Hey Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. It is so awesome to be back with all of you. Well, I'm sitting here today looking at a piece of my jewelry. Y'all are always saying, Psychic Bob, what are you wearing? Well, today I'm wearing one of my vintage Aquarius pendants. This is a bronze Aquarian pendant. It's from the 1970s. Back in the 1970s, everybody was into astrology. I was a kid then. I remember a lot of people were wearing astrology pendants, and it was all the thing. And so this is a pendant from that time, and it's an Aquarius. See, he's got the water barrel in his hand. He's pouring water. I just love it. And on the back side, it's got the wheel of the zodiac, the glyphs for all 12 zodiac signs. So anyways, this is an old pendant from the 1970s, and I'm wearing it today to attune to the cosmos. I'm so glad you guys are here. By the way, before we get into all this, I want to say thank you to all of you who came out to yesterday's video. We had a great turnout for Psychic Bob's Sunday night hangout. We did a live stream and we did psychic readings, and we had a really great time. So I want to say thank you to all of you who came out to that. If you didn't see that, check it out. It's in the queue right before this video, okay? Well, we are going to talk about horoscopes today. For those of you who are new here, every Monday we talk about horoscopes, and we spin around our big zodiac wheel. This is my zodiac wheel, ceramic wheel. This dates from the 1960s. You know, I love old vintage things. And so this is a zodiac wheel, and it's got the sun in the middle and then all 12 zodiac signs. So we're going to spin through our zodiac wheel and see what is in the stars for all of you today. So let's take a look at all of this. All right, so I had to adjust my lighting. It was a little dim in here. I think this is a little brighter. Hopefully you can see things all right. But anyways, as I said, we're going to spin around this big zodiac wheel today and take a look at everything. So where are we today? Well, right now our sun is in the sign of Aquarius. Last week on the 20th, we moved into the sign of Aquarius, which is the water bearer. Let me find it. Where's my Aquarius? Somewhere in here. I don't know where he went. Here he is, Aquarius. There we go. So right above my finger there, that's Aquarius. And there's our Aquarius man pouring water. And we're going to be in the sign of Aquarius until the February the 18th is the last day. So happy birthday to all of our Aquarians. Yay. Well, I tell you, I've been looking at the transits this week. One of the interesting transits that we have that's going on all week long is Venus. The planet of Venus is square Mars. What does that mean? That means this week people are going to be a little oversensitive. You've got to be really careful, and especially with flirtation. Now, you know, some of you out there love to flirt, but I'll tell you, Venus square Mars means that you might, have a clash. You try to just have a little banter, and then it backfires and people get offended. Be really careful how you interact today, especially, or not today, but this week, really, with flirtation, with relationships. Venus square Mars mean that people may not feel harmonious with each other. So it's probably not the best week to tackle complex relationship issues. If you're in a relationship, a romance, or even a friendship or a business partnership, and you're having a little struggle, this week be extra careful. Don't try to push agendas. Venus square Mars means kind of stay back, be observant, lie low. And if you do that, you'll find that you get through the week without, hopefully too much conflict, okay? So that's our main transit for the week. I just want to bring it up here. Now, what are we going to do? We're going to look at all 12 zodiac signs. That's right. So I'm going to go through the horoscopes, and everybody listening, whoever you are going to get a horoscope. So if you don't know what sign you are, listen up, because I will give the birth dates after each sign. And when you hear the sign with the birth dates that follow, that your birthday falls under, that is your zodiac sign. Now, I get a few questions every week. People say, Psychic Bob, what if one astrologer says I'm a Pisces, you say I'm an Aries. Where am I? That means you're a cusp. And people on the cusp actually means you get two horoscope sets. You're literally between signs at the time of your birth. And depending on which day the chart is cast, some astrologers will put you on one side, some the other. Don't let that stress you out. That just means you get the blessing of both signs. and you get twice as much information. But if you listen to the horoscopes, you'll start to figure out which sign you are. And I always tell cusp people, hey, name and claim the one you feel like, okay? And the other thing is people say, well, Barbara, what are, I'm a Aries sun sign, but I'm a, a Gemini moon sign. Is this for moon signs or sun signs? My horoscopes are cast for sun signs. Now, of course, listen to your moon sign as well, and consider, but really, from my direction, the way I'm looking at this is for the sun signs, okay? So there you go. Now, where are we? Today also in Monday, we're starting off with our moon in the sign of Pisces this week. And oh, by the way, let me say, these horoscopes, and I always forget this, are for the time periods Monday, January 27th, 2020, through Sunday, February the 2nd, 2020. So the 27th through the 2nd. 27th January through 2nd February 2020. That's the time frame. So we're starting off Monday today with our moon in the sign of Pisces. This means that we're starting the week with a lot of energy in the psychic area. Aquarius is an air sign. Pisces is a water sign. They stimulate and nurture each other. So this, starting off the week, there's a lot of energy to listen to that inner voice. And you really want to, all of you, no matter what sign you are, really pay attention this week to that inner voice and let that psychic sense guide you. A lot of energy this week for that. Now, let's look at each individual zodiac sign. Okay, our first sign on our wheel is Aries, and that's March 21st through April 19th. Aries, this week with that Venus square Mars, it will stimulate your fiery energy, but you're going to find that you'd be better to stay out of any arguments or even trying to be a peacekeeper. Walk away from conflict, stay to yourself, keep silent, and you're going to have a lot more success this week. It's not the best week for Aries to negotiate contracts nor to negotiate conflicts of relationships. Try to be on your own, be self-focused, self-absorbed in a good way, and you're going to get through this week without too much conflict. Your key word this week, Aries, is silence. Shh, silence. All right, Aries, you're silent. All right, our next sign is Taurus, April 20th through May 20th. Taurus, you're a natural leader. I've always said that they're the leaders of the zodiac. And this week you want to step into that leadership role by acknowledging people around you, acknowledging their sacrifices, acknowledging their contributions. You're going to find that this week, by recognizing others around you and speaking literally, audibly, vocally to their contributions to your life, to your business, you're going to win friends and influence people. This is a great week for Taurus to focus on team building. Despite the Venus square Mars, Taurus, you have a unifying energy this week. But the secret is you want to affirm those around you, bring out their good traits, recognize them. Also for Taurus this week, there are some issues connected to travel coming up, so you may find that influence goes to a wider area than you normally have. So be open to travel and be open to your leadership gifts of unifying and team building. Your key word this week, Taurus, is affirm. Affirm others, and you will succeed. All right, our next sign is Gemini, May 21st through June 20th. Geminis, this week for you, with that transit Venus square Mars, it brings out the social side of you. As a Gemini, you're going to want to kind of go out, find out what's going on, get involved in the gossip, but I'm going to warn you, don't. Geminis, you will find that even your best efforts to bring together conflicting parties will make them unite and turn on you. So avoid getting yourself in a situation where you will become the enemy this week. It's not what you're intending to do, but the result could be that people will turn against you. So Gemini, this week, stay out of the fray, stay neutral, don't be political, be above everything, and be to yourself as much as possible. It will be a little challenging because that Martian fire energy is stimulating you as an air sign, but don't do it. Trust me, you'll be happy, and by next week, everything will be settled down, and you'll be in a better position, okay? So this is a week of silence. Focus very closely on what you say, and your key word this week is reflect. Reflect on your actions, reflect on your words, and stay out of the conflict. Okay, reflect is Gemini's key word. All right, our next sign is Cancer. And Cancer, that is June 21st through July 22nd. You know, Cancers, this week you're going to find that you have more success by literally going out and being seen. Cancers will find that they have an itch to kind of go out, to be in the world, to be seen, and to explore mysteries. This is a week where Cancers, if you can, try to either take vacation or take work assignments that take you out of your normal routine. You'll find that you perform better, you feel better, and you relate to people better. You're also going to find this week, Cancer, that you're really drawn to exploring ancient mysteries. So you may want to seek out exotic or strange locales, places you've never been. Look at, caves or ancient sites, things like that. That's where you're going to find the greatest joy and the greatest success this week. Your keyword this week, Cancer, is travel. Get out and go around the world. Travel. All right, our next sign is Leo, July 22nd through August 22nd. You know, Leos, you are really being called to help people. You're in a role this week where people will seek you out for your advice and your knowledge. Now, with that Venus square Mars, I would say for most people that will be challenging, but not for Leos. Leos are going to find that they have an ability to influence people to smooth things over. You very much will be finding yourself in the role of mentor and guide this week. So be open to helping people, be open to others' presences and their needs, and you're going to find that as you extend the hand of friendship, it's extended to you, and you're building unity with others. This is going to help you in career as well as in social life. Your key word this week, Leo, is friendship. All right, be a friend. You want to have a friend, be a friend. Friendship. All right, our next side, let's see here, is Virgo. That's August 23rd through September 22nd. Virgos, this week you want to spend on rebuilding your concept of yourself. So many times, in the last year, Virgo, you've had people put on you what they feel, what they think. And, this is a time for you to take some of that and say, you know what? I think I'll change that aspect of myself. It's a time to reinvent yourself, Virgo. And this will rejuvenate you. It will make you feel good. It'll make you look good. It's a great week for Leos to focus on self-image. It's a great time. You might even want to, for example, go to a department store and have a session with a fashion coach. Revisit your wardrobe. Revisit how you're presenting yourself. Get yourself some new jewelry. Give yourself a lot of, what they call me time. Give yourself me time this week. And you're going to find that really brings you back into focus and clarity and keeps you out of the craziness of the Venus square Mars transit this week as well. So honor yourself, love yourself, be self-nurturing and self-loving. Your key word this week, Virgo, is rejuvenate. Rejuvenate yourself. All right, our next side is Libra, and that's September 23rd through October 22nd. Libra, this week you are feeling very exalted, very up in the clouds, very transcendental. And you're going to find if you stay up in the clouds, life is better this week. Again, that Venus square Mars may stimulate you as an air sign to want to weave into other people's dramas. Don't. You can't fix it. Don't even try. This week for Libras is about seeing the bigger picture, staying out of the minutia, and focusing on the kind of the larger cosmic unfolding that is going on. Libras are going to see this week that they see kind of larger pictures and longer term energies in play. Those around you, Libra, may not see that this week, and probably even if you tried to explain it, they're not going to get it. So again, you have to kind of rise above the riffraff, stay back, stay out of the fray, and watch things unfold. But know that you have a key insight to everything that's happening. Your key word this week, Libra, is transcend. Be transcendent. I could say that might be the better word, transcendent. Transcend or be transcendent, either way. Okay, yay. All right, our next side's Scorpion. That's October 23rd through November 21st. Scorpios, this week, you have to find how to rebuild yourself through fun. Scorpio, you tend to be such a deep thinking, feeling, passionate and compassionate person, but that you give all your energy away. This week, it's all about energy for you. Scorpios want to have fun. Not a good week to get into heavy, serious discussions, either love, romance, business. No, this week is about goofing off, having fun, being a little odd, being eccentric. Indulge in your inner artist this week. Feel free to paint outside the lines and know that you, Scorpio, are making not only merriment along the way, but you're opening doors of communication that will lead to longer term success. So, your key word this week, Scorpio, is play. Just have fun, play. All right, our next sign, Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is November 22nd through December 21st. Sagittarius, this week for you may be challenging in communications. With that Venus square Mars, that fire energy is stimulating you. As a fire sign, normally you would resonate to that, but this week it may overstimulate you that you slip up and say the wrong thing. Try to avoid getting into heated discussions with people this week. Think in terms of writing. If you want to say something, especially if it's complex, sit down and write it. Now, let me paraphrase this by saying, don't just shoot off an email. No, this needs to be something handwritten because you want to take the energy of the day, ground it down, and collect your thoughts in a way. And handwriting a letter will give you the opportunity to reflect and focus. You know, I know we live in the modern day of email, but for you, Sagittarius, this is not the answer. Handwriting your responses, your thoughts, your ideas is what gets things moving in a more productive way around you. Also this week, Sagittarius, make sure to be open to that kind of experience of channeling, because as you're writing, spirits may move through you and help you craft beautiful words that will ultimately help people. So, your key word this week, Sagittarius, is write. All right. There you go. Write it down. All right. Our next sign is Capricorn, December 22nd through January 19th. Capricorn, you know, you have a little bit of energy like the Scorpios this week. You want to kind of be a little wild, you know, break the rules, be a little edgy. Capricorns will find that they have a lot of luck going for them. It's kind of like you roll the dice and you win, okay? So Capricorn, you're kind of lucky this week. So it's kind of a fun week just to go out, you know, change up your routine, do things a little different, be open to the unorthodox. That's really what brings in success for you this week. You're going to find that any chances you take end up really working for you. So trust that inner gut. Let it lead you. Don't get stuck in rigid structure. Be free form, and you're going to be fine this week. Your key word this week, Capricorn, is gamble. Just gamble a little bit. All right. Take me to Vegas with you, will you? I'm going to go hang out with some Capricorns and buy lottery tickets. All right. Our next sign is Aquarius, January 20th through February 18th. Yay, Aquarius power. I'm wearing my Aquarius pendant. I'm representing for Aquarius. All right. Mr. Aquarius said, God, we hope Bob doesn't represent us. Well, you stuck with me. What could I say? All right, Aquarius. You know, Aquarius, this week you're going to find that you are in a leadership role. You carry a little energy like the Taurus this week. The people are looking to you for answers. People may feel down or frozen with the midwinter blues. As an Aquarius, you want to bring in that air energy this week to transcend people's realities, help them see bigger pictures, be open to inspirational words. Aquarians may find that if they write poetry this week, it comes as a channel and they share that with people and it uplifts them. You Aquarius want to really focus this week on your communication one-to-one. Be very attuned to the energy of others, because you'll probably pick up where people are feeling anxious or depressed or out of sorts. Aquarius, you have the healing balm of the air energy to soothe their soul, bring them peace, and set them on the right path. Be open to communications. Be open to counseling. Be a spiritual light this week, and there you will succeed. Your key word this week, Aquarius, is elevate. Elevate the conversation to sublime levels. Elevate. All right, our next sign is Pisces, February 19th through March 20th. You know, Pisces, you and the Aquarians are kind of swimming together because you are in the current of channeling right now. You're going to really feel spiritual presences. You're going to feel as if everything you're doing is coming from the higher places, the higher self, the higher spirit world. And the truth is, for Pisces this week, it really is. Trust what comes to you. Trust the voice of spirit. Trust your own inner sight. Let your dreams be a serious form of guidance for you this week. And know that as you let that spiritual light through you, you not only are enlightened for yourselves, you enlighten others. Pisces, this week, focus on learning who you are, what your inner voice says, and watch how people are gravitating to you, seeking answers, seeking knowledge. Let that psychic self emerge, and you will bless many this week, as well as yourself. Be blessed. Your key word this week, Pisces, is psychic. Give in to the psychic. Oh my gosh, guys, can you believe it? We spun around our big wheel. Well, you know, I always say it every week, but it's true. If you are at a time of challenge, of despair, don't give in to despair. Just pause and look to the stars, because that zodiac wheel is always spinning above us. And what that means is that each day brings new alignments, new star power, new planetary energies, and new opportunities for fresh starts and blessings. So don't give in to despair. Look to the stars and keep faith, hope, and love within, and you are sure to succeed. Well, guys, I am so glad you're here. It is always wonderful. By the way, just to remind you, if you haven't seen it and you're new here, I now have a merchandise store. If you look below this video, you'll see some t-shirts down there, and you can click on any of those and you will open my merchandise store. We're working on more shirts. We just have a few now, but get your Psychic Bob wear, okay? This is me looking into my crystal ball. So, PsychicBob.com. Anyways, go to the link below this video or any of my videos and see my merchandise store. Also, make sure to visit my website, PsychicBob.com. That link will be below. If you want to call and get on my schedule for a private reading or buy a compact voice reading, we can make that happen. So visit my website, PsychicBob.com, read about my work there. And also you can call me if you want to get on my schedule for a private session. Call my office number, 703-825-3929. You guys are best. I love you. Listen, I send blessings to all of you. And thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. If you didn't see yesterday's video, make sure to see that. Make sure to see my links below. You know, go to see my website. I have a bookstore over there as well. You can buy books, or below this video, you can buy shirts. Just to clarify for people who are confused, T-shirts and Bob's Psychic Bob merchandise are available only through YouTube below the videos. At my website is where I sell my published works, my books. So if you want a book, go to my website. You want a shirt, stay here on YouTube. Anyways, I hope that helps. You guys are best. Thank you for being here. And I'm looking forward to being back here. Tomorrow is Messages from the Spirit World. Oh, by the way, we're going to move that till late because I'm booked up with readings all day. So it'll be 7 p.m. Eastern U.S. time tomorrow. 7 Eastern, 6 Central, 5 Mountain, 4 Pacific. And that'll be midnight London time, 1 a.m. Paris time. So I hope you'll come out. It's going to be a live stream with me doing psychic readings for you. So anyways, be back here tomorrow for that. And in the meantime, put in the box below. Tell me, have you seen my merchandise store? And do you have any more suggestions for t-shirts? Oh, and I always forget. Hold on, where did I put it? I don't have it here. Actually, it's not. Check back at my website. I have a new painting coming up, and I don't have it here. Anyways, we'll have more about that tomorrow. You guys are best. I love you. We'll see you here. Until then, may all of you always blessed be.